Hello, members of the Amherst Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much for having me on this recorded workshop. My name is Talyn Rahman-Figueroa. I'm your personal brand consultant at Boss Diplomat, and my job is to make it look so good you can't be ignored. One of the things that I do for solo entrepreneurs, this is business owners who started their own business or who run a business with their families. One of the things that I've noticed a lot, especially just in the United States in general, is that a lot of you are invisible in your businesses. You're a ghost. People don't know who you are on the digital space. And my job is to turn that around for you because people do business with people who they know, like, and trust. And if you're not visible in your marketing and your personal brand is pretty much non-existent, it's going to be really hard for people to buy into your services, buy into your products, and choose you over your competitors. So today, in today's workshop, I'm going to be doing a live brand analysis of one of your members who has kindly volunteered for me looking into their brand, and I have not looked at their website in advance. So one of the things that I do provide business owners is a free analysis where I take a look at your brand. I give you my high-level assessment on what your customers could be seeing that you're probably not aware of and how to fix some of these issues. So first of all, I would like to thank Shine Acupuncture for this opportunity for me to have a look at your brand. Let's just dive straight into it. Right, so I'm going to share my screen, and this is the member that I'm going to be analyzing. So you probably noticed from my voice, I am not from the US. I'm originally from London in the UK, and I moved to Massachusetts in 2019. So I can now say that it's been nearly 5 years since I've been here, which is absolutely wild. And I started Boss Diplomat when I transitioned to this country. But I've been doing branding for a really long time. I used to help diplomats and politicians with their personal branding. And now I've pivoted to working with solo entrepreneurs. So hopefully I can show you my thing. I can show you what I do. And so let's jump straight into it. Shine Acupuncture. Okay, so the first thing that I'm noticing, my eyes go directly to your logo, which is great. Your logo is super eye-catching. And yeah, I'm totally drawn to it because of the way it's positioned on your website. And also you have a consistent color theme I'm seeing. You know, the yellow here and here look the same. So let me do a test. I've got an eyedropper on my on my computer installed. So let's hover over 57D10B. So that's what the code is. I'm going to see if it's the same over here at the bottom. No, 58D4. Let me have a look again. 58. I think it's supposed to be the same. But my color dropper is saying that your logo has very inconsistent colors, like inconsistent tones of yellow. I don't know if that was because your logo's resolution dropped when you transferred it onto your website. So that's something that you'll have to look into. Right off the bat, there's something that you could work on. Okay, so let's have a look at your messaging. So the website itself is quite short. That's it. That's just the homepage. But you do have a lot of pages on your website. So I'm curious to know what information you have in each of your pages and what information is really important on your homepage. So your tagline here is restorative full body care to help your best health take center stage. Okay, that's a mouthful. Just looking at your business name, you call yourself Shine Acupuncture, but your domain name is shineamherst.com. So I'm going to do a quick research. If I was to look at Shine Acupuncture. What comes up? Okay, good. Oh, Amherst Chamber of Commerce. Well done, guys. You're number one on my search, and then your website comes up. I'm wondering if there's a shineacupuncture.com. Acupuncture.com. Ah, that's why. Ooh, they do the same thing as you. Okay, so clearly this is a competitor. Let me see where they're based. In Ohio. Okay, geographically not a competitor, but on the digital space, absolutely a competitor. So you might want to look into maybe renaming or getting another name, maybe Shine Acupuncture dash Amherst, because this is not the name of your business. Your business name is Shine Acupuncture, and we want your domain name to reflect that as much as possible. Your tagline is very wordy. So restorative full body care. So the average client, your average client might actually not know what any of this means. Like even as separate words like restorative and then body care, like what does that mean? And then the next part of your tagline says to help your best health. Best in terms of how? Like, I'm curious to know what you think is best health, because best health means different things to different people. For someone like me who trains like 5 days a week, my best health might be something very different from someone who smokes like 2 packs of cigarettes a day, or consumes a lot of alcohol or that kind of stuff, right? Take center stage. So in terms of like how does it take center stage? Is it mentally, physically, emotionally? Like there's a lot of different things that could override your health taking center stage. So I'm curious to know what that means to you. I think we need to do some work on making that as small as possible. It needs to pack a punch. And right now I'm kind of like looking into dissecting what this actually means. I'm curious to know if this is a stock image, because if it is, I would recommend having an image that really shows off what Shine Acupuncture does. Like, are your clients going to feel and look like this? If they do, great. If they don't, then you're kind of painting the wrong image of yourself. So you want to show off your clients' desired outcome by working with you, or their pain points, and that's what your website should be exemplifying. Because here I feel like, oh, I'm gonna go to a retreat and do some sort of like cool fire dancing and that kind of stuff, but I'm not sure if that's the vibe that you want to give off. All right, so welcome to Shine. I'm just going to read this. This is Shine Acupuncture. Shine is a husband and wife team of health professionals who are ready to help you take your health to the next level. Stephanie and Jack are seasoned veterans in their fields, and they are confident in their ability to help you. They employ a holistic approach to healthcare as they combine their intuitive instincts with professional knowledge to help you let your best health take center stage. Come on in for a treatment and let your best self shine. I wouldn't lead with this. I think, again, what are you looking to fix for your clients and why you are the best? So just saying, you guys are veterans in your field, you're just stating that, like, show me why you're the best, show me why this husband and wife team, by the way, that's really, really cool. Show us why you guys as a pair are the best in your field. Exactly how do your techniques make you the best? So just saying it is not enough. I like that you've got your address and everything, but you've got a form for people to fill out, but I don't know why I want to fill out this form. Like, what is the purpose of me filling out this form? You need to make that really, really clear. Am I booking an appointment? Am I finding out more information? Is this a newsletter? And if it is, what am I going to get by giving away my free information to you? So that's not made clear. And I would actually put that lower down rather than the first thing that they see. What I really want to see is, what are you looking to solve for your clients? And why you're the best in Amherst. I think maybe we can say something like that. rather than saying best in your field, say, you know, you're the best acupuncturist in Amherst because boom. Okay, so I see there's more like, you know, stock images, and I'm a little confused with what you're trying to exemplify with the images that you've chosen. A lot of it looks like Eastern medicine kind of feel to it, but that might not translate well into your brand at the moment. Great that you have a direction on where your business is, but you might want to pair that up with, here's how you can find us, here's our information. If you get lost, click on this button, that kind of stuff. So spoon feed your clients a little bit more with that. And your footer is completely missing. So this is a good recap of your logo, your colors, what your top services are, your contact information, you know, maybe an image of like the husband and wife team. So sorry, I forgot your names already. Stephanie and Jack, you know, add some information here. This is like a missed opportunity at the moment. It looks like you have Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So I'm going to open this later, but let's just open the tabs so I don't forget. Okay. Oh, and look, your copyright has not been updated in a really long time. You want to make sure that that is updated on an annual basis. We are not in 2021. We are in 2024. So please update that, because it shows your audience, number one, you're protecting yourself legally by updating that copyright. And also you're showing your potential clients that you are keeping your information up to date. Because right now, I don't trust if any of the information you have online is reflective of your business right now. So it's really important that you do that. Okay, so that's the homepage. Referral program. Right. Again, it's short and sweet. Refer and receive. So I'm curious to know, how active is this page on your website? Like, do people actually use it? Or is just another way for you to like another marketing tool that you're trying to employ? I'm curious to know how successful this is for you, because this will work for clients that you're already working with, but not clients that are still trying to figure out if you're the right person for them or not. So usually referral programs like this don't work too well on websites, but you might want to move this maybe on the About Us or contact page, not its own like web page. Okay, so Shine Acupuncture Referral Incentive Program. So yes, you're a small business, explaining a little bit more about how you show support to fellow businesses in the Pioneer Valley. Okay, so here's the offer. And here's a problem with text like this. You want to make the referral as easy to find as possible, which you've done, but do you want the information to be in your face? So right now I'm having to read through a big chunk of text. It's kind of like you're trying too hard, you know, you're trying to like really make other people see how important this is to you, which of course it is. But what people want to know is, how will this referral benefit them? And here is the information that you've given out. So I would make that bold, like use that bright yellow and add the offer, like every 2 booked patients you refer us in a calendar month, you know, 1 team member from your organization can get 1 free acupuncture massage or something. Like, you want to make that really, really bold. And then what you then want to do is, rather than say let's work together, turn that into like refer your friends and family right here. Make that call to action very, very bold. And I don't know why you need a message here, because really what you need is first name, last name, email. And because you're a local business, you want a phone number as well. Because then you can like call them and say, hey, so-and-so has referred you for an acupuncture session with us. Would you be interested? Blah, blah, blah. Like turn that lead into a sale. And right now you are you only have an email address, which they can ignore, right? You don't want to be ignored. Message, I don't think this is going to really benefit you. So let's remove the message right here. And hey, let's use that yellow. That yellow is so vibrant versus this gray. So use that to your advantage. Oh, look, there's more links here. So I'm going to open this for review in a minute. Hey, services. So I think in terms of your tabs, it's not organized very well. Your logo should already redirect people to the homepage. So you don't necessarily need this as well on the tabs. But it's good to have, like, it's your personal preference. Then I would say services, about, contact. Keep it as simple as possible. And your book online, like book here needs to be the call to action in your on your website. And at the moment, it's kind of blending in with everything else. Okay, services. Okay, you have 3 services. And again, these are stock images, I'm assuming, because that's what it looks like. Here's the thing about acupuncture. Some people might be freaked out seeing this. So, but I know it's important to show your craft. I would prefer if Stephanie or Jack were in the images doing their thing. So it's a lot more bolder if you are providing that service yourself. If you do that, if it's a member of your team, that's also fine. But we want real images of real people in your business doing the actual work with your clients. And your client's face doesn't have to be showing, you know, they could be anonymous. You shouldn't be anonymous. And right now in the service page, you are. So you have 3 different services: new patient acupuncture, and then the follow-up acupuncture, and then massage therapy. So are you only offering 3 different services? Because you also mentioned cupping. Cupping is a different service. Initial consultation and acupuncture. So I'm guessing this only happens once, and then this is the regular follow-up, right? I think we need to like figure out how to reorganize this in a way that's a lot more clearer. Like, we want to show the benefits of acupuncture. Right now, you're just saying, well, you know, it's a 90-minute with Stephanie. Here's an intake form, assessment, diagnosis, create a treatment plan. Like, what is the treatment plan for? I'm really curious to know that. And then receive an initial 30-minute acupuncture treatment. In cupping may or may not be included. Why am I doing this? Like, I want to see the why a lot more clearly than the how or the what. And I don't think that's very clear. Also, none of this is clickable. Like, where do I book? You should have a book now, book now, book now as a call to action, and that's missing. We want more information about acupuncture, because I think the average individual don't know the benefits of acupuncture. And if you guys claim to say you are veterans in your fields, let's show off your expertise and why, like, you know, acupuncture will help you be the best, be in your best health and take center stage. Like, none of that is explained in any of your content or copywriting whatsoever. So we really want to show off your depth of expertise and that makes sense for your clients. So what are the key points, like pain points, that your clients come to? Like, why do they want to come to you? There's so many other treatments that they can be trying, but they finally decided, you know what, I heard acupuncture was good. I know nothing about acupuncture, and now I'm going to try it. And there's one in Amherst. Cool, let me go. Let me check it out. That's probably the death of their knowledge. Your website really want to, like, you want to talk more and more about the benefits of acupuncture and how acupuncture is different from like cupping. Like, if there's another company that only does cupping, you want to show off that cupping is very different from acupuncture. Even though you incorporate cupping, that's not your main selling point, right? So I'm not seeing why you're different enough for someone else to try acupuncture with your company. And same with this, like there's an opportunity for you to like dissect the different types of massage therapy that you offer. Neuromuscular, deep tissue, Swedish massage, they're very different techniques. That could be its own service in its own right. So give people the option to select deep tissue or select Swedish massage right on this service page. And then of course go into depth about what that actually means and who which technique will be right for what type of client as well. I'm going to go to book online because I'm curious to know how people book your services. So you see our services. See here, you are talking a little bit more. Well, there's a lot more services than what your service page actually shows, right? So again, your service page and your book online page could be one page, not two different pages. And in fact, your referral program can also go under services and book online because we want to incentivize people to refer more clients to you, right? Okay, new patient acupuncture. Now, what happens if I click on this? Okay, so it takes you to a booking form. Here's a problem. There's a lack of information about what this actually means. So I know you tried to do that on the services page, but this is your opportunity to talk about here's the benefit of acupuncture. Here's why you need it. Here's how you would feel after the first session, but we recommend doing 5 or 6 or 10 sessions with us for an hour and a half and, build up the need for this service. Same with all of these other ones. I already mentioned the 60-minute massage treatment. If we click on this, oops, where did it go? Okay, can I select the type of massage? No. Just for the sake of like testing this out, let's see. What happens if I go next? Yeah, you see, you don't even give your clients the option to choose what type of massage they want. If your clients have no idea what type of massage they want, then maybe there should be an option to say, I don't know, looking for advice from the consultant or something, if they don't know what they need, then you might be in a position to tell them on the day, depending what their concerns are. So that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. And then you're like doing nutritional counseling, which is very different from acupuncture. And then there's lectures, and then there's like follow-up herbal medicine. So now I'm like really confused. Like I'm really confused on what your value proposition is in your business. Because you made a big statement about how, you guys are professionals in acupuncture, but then going on your booking sales, there's like all of these extra things. So as a client, I'm really confused with what you're offering now. All right, let's go to the About Us. So there's a page about Stephanie and a page about Jack. I would recommend having just one about us page and adding both of your information there. You shouldn't be separate. And in fact, there should be a paragraph about Shine Acupuncture as a company. Like, how long have you guys been around? Why Amherst? What kind of things do you offer? Like, this is your opportunity to really dive deep into all of the amazing things that you provide to your clients. Then talk about the consultants or your experts. Hi, Stephanie. So here's Stephanie. Stephanie, what's your last name? Stephanie's a bit like Cher, so she only has one first name. This is your big introduction, so you want to make sure that you give your full name in the About page. So after receiving her bachelor's degree in psychology in creative writing from West Chester University, Stephanie was trained in acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine at Yosan University in Marina del Rey, California. Cool. Here's the thing. Yes, this is very much a biography, but it reads like a resume. I want to know why Stephanie's the best in in her field. Like, this is an opportunity for you to really like dive deep in your personal brand. Why is acupuncture and traditional medicine, Chinese medicine, so important to you? Like, what made you realize, you know what, this is my life's calling, and this is the thing that I want to dedicate my time and service to? Here's why. So I want to know your evolution. Like, I want to know your backstory, your history, and how you decided that you're going to start your own business. And this is the thing that you want to focus on. Like, that would make a really powerful story. And right now it's just the resume. People are not going to remember all these credentials. Like, your credentials are super important, especially in this field. And I think we can add that later, but we want to know your story. And this is how your clients are going to really like deeply resonate and connect with you before they've even met you. So let's try to like flip that a little bit. You also mentioned that you're passionate about motherhood, and she mothers her 3 daughters with much tenacity and love. Let's show that, if your client, if, think about who your target audience are. It should be people kind of like you. You mentioned, you're very passionate about motherhood. Then maybe you can serve mothers who have a lot of like pain in their body, or they don't have very good mental health, or they don't even know the first thing about self-care. And those are the kind of people that you could be targeting, because Jack will have a very different story to you, and therefore he can attract other people who are not your target audience. And then as a joint entity, you have a bigger like net of clients that you can help. So let's look at Jack. And I love how you guys use the same background. That's great. Looks like the filters are different though. This is a little bit grayed out to Stephanie. Stephanie's got a lot more contrast. So please make sure that you are using the same photographer. I mean, this looks like a selfie. Professional photography is better. Who are you, Jack? Hi, Jack. So Jack's journey as a massage therapist began in 2001 when he took a fun massage weekend class. That's interesting. You took a class and then you were like, boom, this is cool. I'm going to dive straight into it. I would love to hear more about that journey. Like, why was this the like aha moment for you? What made you decide, wow, this is the thing that I really want to do? What were you doing before then? And how did that change for you? And then you talk about Jack's ability to communicate with the body via the hands. He uses this communication in conjunction with his extensive musculoskeletal knowledge to arrive at a therapy that is truly unique and surpassed. I know what you're trying to say, but the average person will be like, this will go over their heads. This is not a story anymore. Show and tell is a little bit better with explaining what this knowledge means. This means a lot to you, but for your client or for your target audience, they will have no idea what you're talking about. And this is where you're talking about your skills and techniques. So take the analogy of a painter. A painter shows their before and after work, and don't talk about the tools. A lot of the time in health and wellness, people talk about the tools and techniques that they're going to use before they talk about why these tools and technique is going to help this problem. You want to talk about the problem and why your technique is going to fix that problem, rather than just overemphasizing the techniques that you have, because a lot of people, honestly, they don't care like what techniques you use. They just want you to fix their back issues or the neck pain that they have, or whatever the concern is. So again, we want to lead with the story of like how you came about to this point in time in your business, and why you decided to focus on this part of like therapy, as opposed to all of the other things you could have done. All right, testimonials. So your testimonial is a very small page. You have to scroll left or right. This would be great on the homepage, because you're showing off that you have some sort of social proof with the work that you do. And having initials for your clients is fine, because health and wellness, you want to protect your clients' confidentiality. But let's see how many you've got. That's 3. You've got 3 testimonials here. So you can add all of this on your homepage. Contact. So the contact page is exactly the same as the homepage. So again, it's not giving people an incentive to contact you. Also, it'll be great if this is clickable. Yeah, it's trying to click, but nothing's popping up. And the phone number is not clickable either. So if you're targeting people locally, you want to make sure that it's as easy for people to contact you as possible. And an image of your outside office might be good. So let me Google this. What comes up? Okay. I'm guessing this is a shared office because there's no information. It seems like there's no information on Google either about you. But there is. Yeah, it's very basic. So there's no images on Google of your office, of Stephanie and Jack, of acupuncture and Chinese medicine. Like, I think this is a missed opportunity. You want to try to add as much information as possible. You only have 1 Google review, which was a month ago. So definitely you want to ramp this up as much as possible. You want to show that you are very, very active, very, very popular. People love what you do. And if this was only incorporated a month ago, good start. Ask every single one of your clients to give you a 5-star review to help your local business being found. If they cannot, for whatever reason, give you a 5-star review, ask them why, and then try to fix the problem on the spot. Cool. Okay. That's the website. Okay. So not too much to look into. Okay, so your Facebook page is not your Facebook page. It redirects people to, look, it redirects people to the Wix page. So your link is not live there. So that's something for you to fix immediately. And same with your Twitter account or X. It takes people to the Wix account. So you have not updated this with your information. And LinkedIn as well. So these are things you need to fix right away. You want to make sure that these links go to your business accounts and not Wix, who's obviously your website provider. You've got a Yelp. You've got a Yelp page on one of your pages, web pages. This kind of like reiterates the same point. So I think this could be taken off your main website because you don't want to do ping pong. You want people to stay on your page for as long as possible. You don't want to take them out of your page for them to only get the same information that your website is providing. So here, you're showing off your location and hours. Please add your hours on the footer of your website rather than redirecting them here. Also, I don't see any reviews. So if you had this for the purposes of reviews, that's one thing, but you don't have reviews to show here. So I would just recommend get rid of it. Don't redirect people away from your website. You also have like one question, how much do 30-minute and 1-hour massage cost? So an FAQ would be really helpful on your website to really kind of like debunk some misconceptions about what acupuncture is and all of the amazing things that you guys do. Okay, so here's one page that did work, and this is, I'm assuming this is your company's website. Sorry, Facebook page. But it doesn't say Shine Acupuncture. This is under Stephanie's name, so that needs to be changed. It's not updated either. So where is the biggest place that you're marketing? I would be interested to know that information because this was last updated 2003 in July. At the time of recording, it's now May 2024. So this is like nearly a year ago. So you want to show off third-party platforms where you are very active in. If you're not active and you're not actively using this platform to get leads for your business, then probably don't promote it. Because again, it's distracting people from getting away from your website. Now, these kind of images can be added to your website. So let's have a look at your photos. There we go. That's it. That's all there is. So there's 3 pictures of your business, and everything else is kind of like nothing to do with your website. So yeah, you don't have any reviews on here. So again, it's not worth redirecting people away from your website to send them here. And your address looks different here and here. Yeah. Okay, so there you have it. There's quite a lot of work to do. There's a lot of missed opportunities, but I think Shine has a lot of potential to really grow your business and show off why you're the boss in your business as acupuncture specialist. Right. So a little information about me. So as a personal brand consultant, my job is to make you stand out as a solopreneur business owner. And the way I do is this. So I take my clients through this big branding journey, and my job is to turn the business owners into the face of their business so that, number one, you can charge more for your work. Number two, you can become a sustainable business. A lot of my clients are 6-figure businesses. This year, I'm trying to turn that into a 7-figure business. I don't want you living that hustle culture where you're working from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, because there's more important thing in life than just work, work, work. And as a non-American, I notice that that's a very big problem in this country. So I don't want you living that awful hustle culture, and your personal brand is going to help you get away from that. Also, when you have a personal brand in your business, you have full control of your brand. That is a true reflection of who you are as the boss of the business. So even in the case of like Stephanie and Jack, clearly it's a duopreneur, not a solo entrepreneur, but you're a joint unit. You're a couple who's offering these services as a joint unit. So that is totally fine. We want to use that to your advantage now. You want to show off that this is a husband and wife team. You do everything together. This calling in your life has kind of like brought you together because now you're in business together. And that's something really, really special. And we want to amplify that to your advantage. Now, my clients, you can either work with me for 3 weeks, 12 weeks, or the 6-month intensive. And this is where I rebrand you from start to finish. So what that means is I fix your brand. So I rewrite your backstory in a way that really resonates with your target audience. I help you figure out who your target audience is. And this is not your demographics. I don't look at like age, gender, ethnicity, income, like that's marketing speak. With branding, what we want to do is talk about your pain points for your clients and the desired outcome that they're looking for. And that should be how you talk and reach to your clients. Specifically, what your mission, vision, and goals are in your business, what your marketing plan should look like. So I have a very lean marketing plan. There's 3 things that you focus on, and then boom, go all in. And then what does your brand visuals look like? So in the case of like this website, if there's a way that we can improve your logo, I will provide concept designs of that as a recommendation, and a concept design of what your website could look like if your brand was to be really visible with you in it. This is called the brand blueprint. It's a 3-week intensive. So by the end of the 3 weeks, you will have your personal brand completely designed for you. And you will have a lot of confidence with the direction that you want to take your business, how to talk to your clients, how to talk about your services and your products. Because I do a very like deep dive of your pricing structure and your strategy. Because if I'm going to turn you into a premium brand, I want to also make sure that you're providing a premium experience for your clients. So we look into that in depth. And if you're going to raise your prices, you don't just jack up your price because you need more money in your business. You're doing it for a reason. And that reason makes sense for the people that you're trying to target. Now, if you wanted to do more work with me, I do have a 12-week intensive where I build your brand. So what that means is, we finish the brand blueprint, and then straight after that, I'm going to have a look at your competitors, because there's going to be people and businesses who do similar things to you. And especially in the health and wellness industry, there's other health and wellness things that people can try before they even think about acupuncture. So what is that, and how are they appearing online? Like, are they making similar mistakes as you, or are they doing things better or worse than you? Like, that information is so powerful, and there's so many secrets that you can learn from your competitors. And this is how I build your brand, like, completely. We'll know exactly what sort of content you should be providing to your clients, how often you should be blogging, if social media like Instagram or Facebook makes sense for your business, or if you should just focus on LinkedIn. The rule of thumb is you should only have one social media platform that you're going all in, maybe one or two maximum, because then you're going to be spending all of your time producing content and not really growing that platform. The purposes of sharing content is you're showing your authority, your expertise, but you're also finding leads that are the right fit for your business. So I provide this social media content strategy. I'll show you exactly what kind of content you need in your business, how often to post, what to write about, and how to structure all of that. I also do a website redesign strategy. So there's two things. I could either redesign your website on paper, and then you implement that if that's your thing, or my team and I will rebuild that website for you in 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, you'll have a brand new website with your brand blueprint implemented into that. Last but not least, we don't want you to just create content and do all of this marketing if it's not going to generate lead for your business. So I take 3 weeks to look into how to generate leads in your business, and what are all of the things that you need to do to grow your business over time. So none of this is a quick fix, unfortunately. Marketing does you need at least like 6 months to see what works and what doesn't. But at least with this is going to be your shortcut on where you should be investing your time, effort, and money when it comes to how you market your business. So that's the Brand Builder 12-week intensive. If you decided, you know what, I want my brand built out from start to finish and you do everything, that's where we go to the Brand Launcher. So this is a 6-month intensive where I build your brand from start to finish. Everything is implemented. But the special thing about the Brand Launcher is I also help you become an authoritative figure, an expert in your industry. So, Jack and Stephanie in their example said that they're veterans in their field. Right, let's show that off. And the way to do that is media outreach. So before we are even ready for the media and public relations and getting your name seen, and here's an example, because I'm in the news all the time. Like, this is an example of what that means. You're not just writing content for your blogs anymore on your website. Other people are writing about you. They're telling other people, they're telling their audience why you're the best. They're writing that information about you. You're not doing that for them. So I will, as your personal brand consultant, will be doing outreach on your behalf. And because I've built your brand, I know exactly what you bring to the table and how to reposition you. So that's what Brand Launcher is. Also, solo entrepreneurs don't really think about the image, there's some business owners where you have a uniform, where you wear that white coat and there's a logo of your business. But not all businesses do that. It's very corporate, and I don't want you being very corporate and very professional. I want you to be you in your business, because then you will stick around longer. Your personal brand is separate from your business. So what that means is I look at you and I will help fix all this, right? How do you show up in your business consistently looking the same, because a lot of people dress with their mood. You're not strategic about what you wear. And that can cause a lot of like subconscious confusion. So you could wake up one day and feel awesome and you dress appropriately. You dress the best when you're feeling the best. But then when you're feeling in a, when you're in a really crappy mood and you had really crappy sleep, you're going to dress like you want to be comfortable. You want to be relaxed. You dress with your mood. And when you know what your image should be looking like and you're consistent with that, no one will ever know you had a bad day and you're showing up the same every single time. That has nothing to do with fashion, okay? And that has nothing to do with style. Like the way you dress is the way you dress, but we just want to make sure that you're consistent with that. So if you're one of those individuals who likes wearing a baseball hat, a hoodie, and jeans, great. Let's do this all the time now. Like, let's build that image all the time. Now, let me give you an example. We know what Steve Jobs looks like, so I don't even have to Google Steve Jobs when it comes to his brand, because his personal brand is very iconic. He wore Steve Jobs. His style was his style. He always wore very similar things. And now that's become very iconic. And when you Google him, the same images of him show up over and over and over again. Here's another example of a influencer. Alex Hormozi, he's a multi-million, like very influential social media influencer and business entrepreneur. He does a lot of work in fitness and sales acquisition, but he has a very distinct style, like big bushy beard. He always wears his hat. I mean, if you go on his like Instagram, he has a very distinctive look. And he also has this like, I don't know if I can show you. Let's go to Instagram. Let me show you what I mean. Right, so Alex Hormozi. And the reason why I'm showing you, there's a reason behind this. So in a lot of his videos and like media outreach, he has this like weird little like nose strip that he puts on. He goes to conferences with this nose strip. Look, there's another one here, and that's his thing. Like, this is the way he dresses. Baseball cap, tank top with his business name on it, flannel shirt, no strip, but that's his personal brand image. And he's famous for this now. There's people who mimic this style now. They think it's so cool. And they do this too. Let me give you an example. Like, this is a coach. He's got 1.3 million followers, but you can see he's doing something similar to Alex Hormozi. He has that nose strip. He's wearing all black. This is very iconic of Steve Jobs and Alex Hormozi. And this is what a personal brand does. You build up your image, but you're just consistent with that style. If you were to do this in your business, oh my God, no one is ever going to forget you. But you have to do something that is authentic to you. And that's why I include image consulting as part of my personal brand journey. I will then send you off to a brand photo shoot. So no more selfies, guys. You want proper photos of yourself in your business doing your thing. And these are the images that are also going to be shared to the media and publishing houses and some such. I'm also going to create a media kit version of your brand blueprint. So this is going to be the resume that you're sending to clients, to collaborators, to speaking engagements, to podcasts. This is going to be your business resume. Last but not least, there's going to be 8 weeks worth of media outreach. And then finally, by month 6, you're going to have a launch party to show off this amazing new rebrand, your new pricing strategy, your new services or upgraded services. And not everything has to be new, but you want to have a celebration that you've just put all of this work investment into your brand. Show it off now. Invite your clients, invite your leads, your partners, your collaborators, whoever, the community. Turn this into a community event. Invite everyone from the Amherst Chamber of Commerce to this event. Maybe collaborate with the Chamber of Commerce to celebrate this big launch with you. That's all of this is what I do for your business. So I hope you found this workshop interesting, exciting. There's a lot of potential for Shine. Shine is obviously just an example that I'm using. But the first step with working with me is something called the Brand Power Hour, which is a 90-minute intensive where I show you what your brand opportunities are. And I will also look at your strengths, weaknesses, and existing threats, because we cannot work on rebuilding your brand when we don't know what the problem is right now with your business. Like, there's a lot of things that Shine could be doing, but there's also a lot of great things that they're doing already that we want to amplify. And I've mentioned that throughout my analysis. So we want to capitalize on your strengths, and we want to work on boosting your opportunities as much as possible. I then put together a finding and recommendation, and this is done in 90 minutes, by the way. The very next day, you're going to have a document similar to this, plus a Loom video of me explaining and walking you through everything that I've put together for you the very next day. So you're not waiting a week or a month. I get this done for you the very next day. And then the following week, we will have a follow-up call to discuss what your next steps are and where in the process you'd like to go. Like if you wanted to do the full 6-month brand launcher, that's what we'll focus on. If you can only afford to do the 3-week intensive, that's fine. If you decided, oh, let me try this by myself before I invest any more into this, then you can implement the findings and recommendations for the Brand Power Hour. So that's how I work with my clients. Check out my website, www.bossdiplomat.com, and you'll find a lot of information where I've been featured. I've got a YouTube video I have a lot of content about scaling your business using personal branding. An explanation about my branding process. This does not change, by the way, for any business. This is my process, and my process works whether you're a product-based business or a service business, and I work industry-wide. So you could be a painter, a landscaper, a massage therapist, a digital marketer, and this process stays exactly the same. It's a science. I know what I'm doing. And then I've got a ton of client testimonials that you can also look into as well, and then my social medias. And I also provide a free mini brand session. So if you click on this button right here, book a date with your fairy boss mother, guys. That's me. Hi. Another video about how to scale your business. I also have podcasts, and these are all of my socials for you to check out. Do your due diligence. Check me out. Anytime when you're working with someone in marketing, make sure that they're doing what they're preaching. Because if not, then that's a potential red flag. And this is how you can jump on my calendar. So I'm pretty booked up in May, and my June slots are sporadic, to say the least. But this is how you can book your free 30-minute mini brand session with me. So there you have it, guys. I hope this was useful to you. If you have any questions, please feel free to go on Instagram, follow me at Boss Diplomat 2, and send me a direct message. And that's where I'm the most active. I recently started a new Instagram account. It used to be at Boss Diplomat, but long story short, it got inundated with fake accounts and bots because I used the wrong person in my business. So very important lesson learned. So I'm starting my Instagram account from scratch, but I am very active on Instagram. So that's where you can find me. You can also email me at talyn@bossdiplomat.com. And my website has a lot of different ways that you can also contact and communicate with me. I'm Talyn Rahman-Figueroa, your personal brand consultant at Boss Diplomat, making you look so good you can't be ignored. I cannot wait to meet as many of you as possible from the Amherst Chamber of Commerce. And also thank you for the Chamber of Commerce for allowing me to show off what I can do for you, solopreneurs. And hopefully I can meet as many of you as possible. Have a good day.